Welcome to Huddle Up, a special series touching on all of youth sports and safety. Let's start with a couple of tweets that we've gotten. The first one from Ron Gray. My wife won't let my boys play football. How can I change her mind?
Well, this is a common thing that we hear all the time. And really that was fundamentally why the Heads of Football program started the moms clinics, because moms are decision makers in the home about what sports their kids participate in. And really a lot of times their decisions based on fear rather than, and they think that they know the facts, but we want to make sure that we put them in the best position to make a decision.
Right, and I never want to try to convince somebody. Right. A parent has to go with what they think is best for their child, and then we help them make an informed decision, but also make sure the child's involved in that decision. We want to make sure that the parent isn't also encouraging them to play a sport that they're not comfortable with either. Is that sport a good fit for that particular child?
But going back to this tweet of how a husband convinces his wife that it's okay for the children to play football, I think this is very real and very common in families. I know in my own house, my husband played football, and he wants our boys to play football. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. They just seem so little to me.
Yeah.
And they seem so young, even at age 11 and 10.
When you go out there and you watch and you see what they're doing and how the coaches are teaching technique, it's a different game than a lot of people think about.
One of the things we say is you need to advocate for your child, and the reason why we make them, we give them all this information, but then we actually get them on the field and have them do some of the drills is because when you actually do the drill and you listen to the things that these coaches are telling you, if you go watch practice now, and you hear a coach say, stick your head in there, you're like, ooh, red flag.
What if you don't have access to these Heads Up Football Moms clinics? How can you learn this information and feel comfortable?
The information is online through the USA Football website, and they have lots of great videos and that. And there's people you can reach out to in the community. Part of the reason why we're supportive of sports is for the health reasons and all the positive benefits of sports. So don't just say, my kid can't play football. Okay. Then what are they going to do?
So if you're a mom and you're basing your decision on the fact that you have this feeling about your son playing football, on a social level, what are you doing if all of his friends are playing? Then where is he going for his support if all his friends are at practice and he's at home or not participating?
A lot of times for a lot of these kids, the coach is another almost parent.
Absolutely.
Or role model.
Absolutely.
In that child's life.
Right.
Yes.
And teams, sports teams, are your family.
Right.
And that's one of the things that, for my daughter, as she's like, these are my lifelong friends.
Right.
And you put team before self. And that's something that not every kid learns unless they're part of a team.